Waterloo CSL TV. Going down, it is currently 4 seconds left between the University of Waterloo and the University of Colorado. I keep saying Carolina. Colorado for our first set. And thus, on the bottom left side as the yellow Terran, we have SwordxShield, who represents the University of Colorado. On the top right side of the map, we have SuNnIeJaI as the purple Terran, representing the University of Waterloo. Although it would be more fitting for SuNnIeJaI to have the yellow color since he's from Waterloo.
Oh, that's true. Or
yep.
Black, but unfortunately that's only available in 4v4s if I remember correctly.
So what do you think the outcome? What do you think the outcome of this match will be? Sorry, not the outcome. Rather, what do you think the?
Yeah, that'd be kind of early to predict the outcome.
The composition between what you might see in a TVT and what we've seen lately in both the GSL, TSL, and other matches.
It's hard to say. It either falls to a game that's very drop heavy or very mech heavy, I guess, with slow pushes involving tanks.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, SuNnIeJaI is a fan of mech, correct?
SuNnIeJaI is a fan of variety now. It depends on the player he's facing. He's shown a lot of tricks. He usually does go biomech like Marines and tanks. In a few CSL matches we've seen tanks and Vikings, but lately when I've been observing his games, he's been going almost pure bio almost.
Interesting.
And doing a lot of drops too. So we'll see what's going to be happening here. SuNnIeJaI is going to be a huge fan of the 1rex FE. He's going to be getting gas, so that he's going to be getting a reactor after his first Marine. Then he's going to be pulling off those SCVs from the gas at 50, so that he can get more and more Marines, more minerals, so that his command center can go up earlier. And right here we see SuNnIeJaI already pulling off his SCVs, going to be creating a reactor, so that 1 reactor FE is going to be happening from SuNnIeJaI. As for SwordxShield, going for a standard 12 racks, 13 refinery, nothing very special here. It seems that he's saving up for factory, and he does. His factory does go down for SwordxShield. SuNnIeJaI already used the supply drop. I didn't see that.
Oh, this reminds me of something. TLO used to do this in the beta, where he would get his orbital command, and then instead of muling early on, he would supply drop, so he didn't have to build another supply depot before he built his expansion command center. I believe he stopped doing it, but I'm not entirely sure if there was a particular reason why. So,
do you think this will, this might have gotten his command center earlier? I don't see it going any earlier as usual.
It gets the command center marginally earlier, but you also don't end up with as much income in the short term because you didn't mule, really. Yep. So I guess the question is whether or not getting that command center earlier is more valuable than getting an extra 270 minerals from a mule. And it appears that TLO is of the opinion that that is no longer the case, so he has stopped doing it. But perhaps SuNnIeJaI's experimented with it and decided he really likes it. Either that or he just forgot his supply depot, but that seems less likely.
Yeah, that seems very less likely. SuNnIeJaI is a very good Brood War player indeed. So with SuNnIeJaI almost finishing, he does finish his command center, going to be turning that into an orbital command before floating that over. If you guys are wondering why that happens, what happens is that you have 50 energy that comes with the transformation into an orbital command, and once you float it over, you'll have about, I don't know, 15, 20 more energy. As for the SwordxShield player over here at the bottom left side, we already have a tank out, and Siege Tank is almost done. He is going to be going biomech with a Marine Tank 1 base play so far. From that starport, we'll most likely see either a Viking or a medevac. Both players scanning each other at the exact same time.
SwordxShield definitely now be aware that SuNnIeJaI is going for a fast expansion, and SuNnIeJaI looking like he wants to put on some pressure with these Marines. I don't know if that's a good idea, since SwordxShield now has siege mode, so if he just sieges up, he could, and it looks like SuNnIeJaI thinks better of that. A little bit of indecision here from SuNnIeJaI. But if he moved in with those siege tanks, that would be a very, very not good thing to do, as his Marines would take a lot of damage from those siege tanks.
Yep, for sure. SwordxShield finally has a medevac out. Going to be expanding very shortly here. SwordxShield does have an SCV idling around the natural. SwordxShield is planning to maybe poke around or push out with 2 tanks and a bunch of Marines. However, SuNnIeJaI is going to be seeing this because he does have control of the Xel'Naga Tower. SuNnIeJaI being... Oh, he's going to be catching the tanks off guard, going to be picking up the tank, and he's going to be... He does pick up 1 tank, and he's going to pick up the medevac, and going to be retreating from that. Very good choice by SuNnIeJaI. Taking off the tank numbers. SuNnIeJaI walling off back.
Fly depots back here to keep the Hellions from driving into the back of his base or any other such surprise. You can also drop over here and then run in and do a lot of damage, since you don't have to wait for all of your units to unload.
Oh, nice. We have SuNnIeJaI making a bunch of Thors, so this is SuNnIeJaI's Thor build we saw quite a while ago in the CSL. Seems to be pushing with this a bit. 1 tank at the front, a bunch of Marines behind that Thor that is on its way. Are we going to be seeing action? No, we have SuNnIeJaI scanning the natural and knowing not up just yet. Oh, picking up tanks and focus firing against tanks, and 2 tanks are down. However, SuNnIeJaI does lose a bunch of Marines.
Yeah, left with 1 tank with almost half health and a Thor.
So we have SwordxShield moving out towards the Xel'Naga Tower, being able to take control of the Xel'Naga Tower with the SCV that's there. SwordxShield is going to the right side, where the other Xel'Naga Tower is, to take control of that as well. However, SuNnIeJaI is trying to take control. However, that Marine is going to die, and it dies. So he does know that he has control of the Xel'Naga Tower and both of them.
Looks like SuNnIeJaI is thinking about going for a flank, walking off to the side, and then turning around. But no, he instead just goes up into his base.
Yes, and we have SwordxShield doing a drop with 8 Marines on top, on a top ground. Sorry, top, whatever, the base. And SwordxShield putting some tank on the ground below. However, the tanks are going to be able to.
Yeah, those Thors just have so much health that the tanks cannot do much. But SuNnIeJaI should take care of this Marine. If that Marine gets a factory kill, that would be quite embarrassing. Or even killing, and looks like the Marine is definitely going to die. There we go.
Yeah,
that factory, though, delayed a bit by the Marine just picking off the SCV in the middle of building the factory. So SuNnIeJaI had to wait to get another SCV over there.
So if you look at the units lost tab,
we have SuNnIeJaI is going for Hellions now, as he is swapping his factory over to a reactor. This looks like well, it kind of reminds me of Brood War, just pure mech. It doesn't look like he's planning on making much of anything out of that barracks. I wonder if he'll do a Brood War style, just lift off the barracks and fly around to scout for his tanks.
SuNnIeJaI is probably one of the more economical Terran players that I know. Right now, he's actually going to be expanding to his gold or not. He's going to be bringing his SCVs with his army to repair those Thors and tanks. Engagement will go on right now. We have the medevacs kind of overextending itself towards the Thors, getting hit. About a 50 damage from the Thors. However, the Marines stim and do pick off the tanks. And that's going to be a bad thing for SuNnIeJaI here.
All of SuNnIeJaI's tanks down. Well, except for one that was hiding behind a Thor.
Yeah, but that thing is going down very soon. And SuNnIeJaI did lose that confrontation. However, if you look at the income tab right now, SuNnIeJaI is ahead by 20 SCV, 21, 64 to 43 Harvesters. And if he does get this gold up, SuNnIeJaI is going to